Good morning. My name is Jessica, but you can go ahead and call me Jessie. I've never really been called Jessica a day in my life. So I'm a mom, and I am going back to school to show my daughters that it's possible to achieve your dreams no matter what you're doing in life, or where you're at in life, or how old you are. You can still achieve any of your dreams. I'm trying to make sure that this is staying on here. So my immediate thought when I read this was I was grateful that the patient was alive. But following that thought, I immediately thought about that they must be in so much pain because it's this whole area, But it also made me think about when I was about 4 years old, my grandma would always serve us hot tea before bed. And I remember she served us hot tea and I took a sip. She didn't tell us it was hot. I took a sip of it and I spilled it on my chest. Didn't tell her, went to sleep, woke up with a huge blister on my chest. And so this topic kind of made me think of that personally for me. Second degree, I have my notes right here, sorry. Second degree burns are damage of the two top layers of the skin, the epidermis and the upper dermis. The epidermis protects us and the dermis is connective tissue that gives the skin its strength. Also another off the subject, some of this stuff kind of flooded back memories because I actually went to school for cosmetology. So we kind of had to learn about the different layers of the skin. And honestly, I haven't been doing cosmetology for a very long time, but it brought back oh shoot, I know these terms. So some of them, So there are 4 tissues that were affected. This word, I want to say epidural for some weird reason, but it is not. It is the epithelial, hope I'm saying that, the connective, the nervous, and the muscle tissue. This is why the patient will be in pain when they move their arms, but also it may be very difficult for them to take deep breaths, or even sometimes when you are breathing, your chest is going up and down. So those are the things that will be difficult for them. The healing process, so the redness around the burns is the body's inflammation response. The extra blood rushes to the area to protect and heal it. The body is, sorry, I feel like it's moving. Stay still. The body heals through regeneration, rebuilding the dead tissue or fibrosis, forming scar tissue. In second degree burns, regeneration is possible because the deeper layers didn't get affected. So with my own burn, thank goodness nothing bad happened. I don't have any scars. I don't even remember it hurting. But I was also a kid, so I didn't care, I was I'm gonna do my thing no matter what, which is crazy to think our body has ability to heal itself so well. So as a mom, the care plan, I thought, I immediately just thought about my own kids, as a mom, when my girls get hurt, which you would think they're girls, they're not going to be playing in dirt or anything like that, but they do. They really, really do. And so I just make sure I keep their wound clean. I apply any ointment that I may need, and I have to change bandages regularly. I would do the same for this patient. So I would make sure I'm keeping the burns clean. I would make sure that, to prevent any infections. I would also make sure that the patient, I wanted to say client, that the patient stays hydrated from any lost fluids. And I would also provide emotional support because what they're going through is probably so taxing on them, both physically and emotionally. And healing isn't just a physical, it is also very emotional too. And I want them to know that they're not alone. Just because as a mom, I would want someone to do that for my kid. So for this patient, I would do the same. For the faith portion, I'm still growing in my faith. I actually just gave my life to Jesus probably about 2 years ago. And so like I'm still learning, but like I also know that the comfort that this patient would just want the comfort of knowing that Jesus is on his side, and that it takes strength to know that God is in charge, and that with that strength comes, and comfort comes, just like how the skin heals in stages. Our faith also comes in stages as well. It just shows like how beautiful our bodies are to be healed like that. Just I believe that that's how God made it be. So that's beautiful. I just want to say thanks for watching. And this case study was a little bit personal, a little bit like educational for me. It brought up a little bit memories and me learning kind of like all of these things, not all of them, but a few of these things in cosmetology school. But it also like just reminds me, that like God is everywhere and in everything. I hope it showed a little bit of me as a student, but also everything that I'm learning, and me as a mom. So thank you. Bye.